Well, good morning. Welcome back to Monday Motivation Podcast. No more excuses. Yes, this is Sandi, Ballard, your hostess, however you want to refer to me. And that is the office kitty, Fluffbell Alley, still meowing, screeching, whatever you want to call it. If you have not started following me on Instagram, it is Taskmaster Sandi with an I, or just find my name, Sandi Ballard, and connect with me on LinkedIn and Facebook, Growing Forward Success Coaching, Twitter, SLBallard13. That way, throughout the week, you can see some articles and questions and challenges I post. So hopefully you have or will do that. If not, you need to, like right now, okay? So, yes, last week, the horse is not dead in my arena here, but I talked to you about stop beating your dead horse. Did you? Did you even figure out what your dead horse was? You must have, or you're still searching, trying to figure it out because you did not call me or email me to talk about it, did you? Maybe you did. Some of you did. You got to figure it out. You have to figure out what your dead horse is. I mean, some of us have many of them. I mean, thinking way back in life. But, so now you're like, okay, yes, Sandi, I stopped. Now what? What's next? Sandi, you keep telling me to not give up. You got to keep trying. You got to keep doing. Now why are you telling me to stop? Well, because the horse is dead. Well, because doing it that way hasn't gotten you anything but frustrated. And because I said so. Yes. But again, you have to try things differently. You have to try a new path. All that stuff. I mean, think about whatever the horse is. What different ways have you tried? All right? So now go into the Wayback Machine to podcast 13. The definition of insanity. Einstein, the whole doing the same thing over and over, exactly how you've been doing it, but expecting different results. Insanity. This is a similar topic. You can keep trying and working towards the same goal, but are you doing anything about it? First off, are you doing anything except talking? And are you trying anything new? Are you asking for help? Are you doing anything? New, innovative, or perhaps what you've been trying, perhaps your dead horse is something you're trying to do, sell, produce that's been done so well by someone else. You kind of came in the game late, but maybe they had a different way. You don't know. You cannot, just because you have exactly the same product or service or similar, you can't, they're still apples to oranges, okay? You're still two completely different people with two completely different journeys, thought processes, investment opportunities, all that stuff. So, but I've asked you to give up. But I've also asked, why won't you give up? Or that's what I'm asking now. Why won't you give up? Why won't you let it go and move on? Oh my God. So when I was writing this, that Kenny Rogers song popped in my head. Got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. And yes, my mom loved Kenny Rogers, and I kind of do too. Deal with it. But, how do you know? How do you know when to walk away? I've preached success might be right around the corner, might be so close. You don't want to give up, but you're afraid. That word fear again. You're afraid to give up. You'll miss out on something. As we've talked about, just right around the corner. You never know. You got to get up that Mount Everest, and you're right there. Perhaps you've seen other people give up while the horse is still a pony, or you're afraid of that perception that people will think you're a quitter, and you don't want to be them. Well, you're not. Again, you're not. You are you. It's your journey, your effort, as long as you're giving effort. That's why I keep harping on you to review your progress, understand why things are and are not working. If you took that fork in the road, why? Have you tried new things, new ways, asked for help, looked at it from a different angle, and then determine Then you can determine, is that horse dead? And decide what's next. So example of a dead horse, because maybe you're sitting there going, I don't know what the hell my dead horse is. So I have a client, so she had a business. It was a free service. She spent a lot of time working on this, and people loved it. People made money using it. We use the Google all the time, and for most of us, it's free unless you do advertising. This is not what I'm talking about, though. So her service, she was trying to streamline it and monetize it, make it kind of a membership opportunity, so it could go bigger. Some people were excited for her. Some people were pissed off and pushed back. Whatever, oh, you just want to make money off of this. No, she actually had a really good idea. And after lots of time, a shit ton of money and effort, she knew it was time. She also couldn't compete with the other free sites that were run by social media tycoons. She knew when to fold them and walk away. She gave it her all. And that's me saying, yes, you gave it your all. She realized what she was missing out on by beating this dead horse. She reevaluated her priorities and was like, okay, I just can't do this anymore. Here's why. So she didn't just give up. She put in, like I said, a crap ton of money and time. The time was more so the issue because of all the things she was missing out on. So she reevaluated her priorities. But she has so much more going on now, and things are so much smoother. There's always going to be different challenges, right? So sometimes it's a hard reality. It was hard for her to let that go. It was her baby, It's a hard decision to give up on an idea, on a dream. And you also have to, as I've mentioned, not quit too soon, just because it's hard. When you're an entrepreneur, you have to wake up excited, curious, passionate, and also ready for battle. You got to have moves. You got to be quick on your feet, right? So this week I want to know, what is something you did walk away from? So, your dead horse. Aha. You got to figure out what that dead horse is. So I want to know what you walked away from and why. And what's happened since. Okay? Email me, sballard@growingforward.biz, B-I-Z, sballard@growingforward.biz. Post here in the comment section wherever you're listening, because I'm totally digging, where's my list of people I've been tracking now, where people are I've been tracking for a while, but over in the UK, people are hearing from me. Savannah, Georgia, Syracuse, New York, woohoo, where I was born. All over Indiana, Missouri, Ohio, Kansas, Dallas, and Texas, other places in Texas. So I want to hear where you're listening to me as well. And, let's talk about new ways. Or, you want to do it this way, but let's talk about a different way, a new view you can do it if you have not quite given up yet. So let's talk about it. Email me if you can't figure it out. And for all the love of that's good and evil, contact me, contact another coach, talk through it, and figure it out. What you need to walk away from and why, or what you have. But most importantly, I want to hear what you've walked away from, why, and what's happened since. Okay? Let's do this. Let's have a great week. Cheers. Oh, and please share this podcast. Thanks.